Go in. Do it. Oh. All right, the goal today is to hit every green. Can you do it? I'm gonna give you a little tip to help us get on the greens every time. Let's go. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having an awesome day out there. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos that come out. Also remember, all the gear and things like that I use and recommend are in the video description below, so be sure to check that out for a lot of deals and discounts, things like that. And today we are going to be using our SkyTrak. That's what you see behind me. And we're going to practice our hitting the greens skill, which we should do more often. The more we can do that, obviously, the better we're going to be. But how do we practice, and what can we do to get better? So let's dive in. I'll show you. Okay, so what I've done here is I've set up my SkyTrak here, and we went into practice mode. We set up our green. We're going to hit target practice at greens. I've set it for 125 yards. Did kind of a medium style in terms of level of difficulty for the style of green we want to go after. It's right down there. Here we are, and I have a pitching wedge that I'm going to hit, okay? And this is how we're going to focus in and get better at hitting our greens. Oh, did I hole out right on the first shot? Go in. All right, so I hit the green. I'm 1 for 1 with a pitching wedge. So here are the keys I want you to focus on. If you have, obviously, a launch monitor of some sort to practice on at home, that's fantastic. A lot of you right now are in cold weather climates, so you might have something like this. You might even be using SkyTrak. Be sure to check the link in the video description below and get your SkyTrak. They're not cheap, but it is the best at-home launch monitor that you can get in the affordable price range as far as those go. See, can we get 2 for 2? Hopefully, we should be able to be pretty accurate in this range. Okay, good. Ooh, that was close. How far was that? 2 yards to the left. All right, good. So there's keys that I think about when I'm hitting these shots. So number 1 is I want to take just my normal swing, not full driver swing, okay, my normal, let's say, wedge swing, which is always 3/4 feeling. That's what I want. Everything, all my wedges, up to about 8 iron, I want to feel like I'm taking this 3/4 swing. I might be going farther, but I'm feeling in my mind, in my body, I feel like it's a 3/4 swing, okay? That's my stock pitching wedge. And then we're just hopefully hitting decent shots in there. Hit that one a little thin, so a little short. Okay, but we're still on. So that's key 1, is take that 3/4 style of swing. Key number 2 is this. I always want to make sure that I'm focusing on one thing at a time. So I'm going to hit, 3, 4, 5, 10 shots, feeling 3/4. Then my next set of shots, I can move on from that because that should be kind of dialed in. It's in the groove. I'm in the groove of 3/4. Now my second batch of shots, so whatever that is, 5, 10, 15, whatever you come up with. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to focus on staying on the inside of my back foot, okay? Inside. So that's, as I'm swinging, I'm focusing on right in here, the inside part of my back foot. I want to stay in there for these shots, okay? So now I'm going to hit a number of shots where that's all I'm thinking about is that one thing, just inside, kick the knee in, lean it in, turn your toe in, or your foot in, whatever you got to do. Focus in on the inside of that back foot. So that's tip 2, okay? That's the second thing I do is 3/4 swing inside of that back foot. Now for the third piece, I do this. So what I'm thinking now for my swing thought is this, right? We know we're gonna go 3/4 because we've already practiced that. We're gonna stay on the inside of the back foot because that's already been worked on. So here, I'm thinking, I really wanna feel the shallowing out of that club here. And there's different ways to feel that feeling. You could feel like your hands are falling down like this. You can feel like your elbow is falling down. Some people feel like they're rotating this hip back, and that in turn drops that club down. Whatever works for you, those are kind of the three things that you can think about. For me, I like to feel that elbow just falling down like this. And then that does help me rotate. So that's gonna be my third set of, my third round, let's say, of what I focus on when I'm trying to hit more greens is that. And that felt really good, I like that. So I'm gonna hit maybe 10 shots like that, hit another green. We're doing really well. And then there's one more thing that's really gonna dial this in so that you can hit more greens when you're on the course. And that last thing is this. So I've got the 125 worked on, okay? And I did all 3 rounds, let's say. Now, what you wanna do is this. I've got 125. I want you to think about your practice in terms of like lifting weights or something like that, right? You might do something like this if you went to the gym and worked out. You got 125. So now I'm going to add weight to my workout. So I'm at 125, I'm gonna go up 10 yards to 135. Okay, so I've got the same thing now at 135 yards, 10 yards more. So I'm gonna switch clubs. Let's go grab the 9-iron. And what I wanna do is the same thing. I start off again, 135, little 9-iron, 3/4 swing thought process. So great, now what you would do is you would do however many shots you're doing, let's say 10 shots, 3/4 swing. Now that we've got that dialed in, then we would do 10 shots feeling on the inside of that back foot, then 10 shots feeling like we're shallowing the club out. Then we would move on to 145, do the same thing, 55, 65, 75, and stop at about 175, okay? That's about the limit for the consistency in hitting greens. Beyond that, then you're working on your short game. And the cool thing about the SkyTrak is you can make the greens a little bit larger, a little bit easier to hit. You know, you want it to be realistic. You know, don't make it too hard and don't make it too easy. And keep track of your numbers in terms of how many you're hitting, what's your accuracy, what's your percentage. So I'm at 175, I have a 6-iron. It's almost, you know, it's full swing now. So I want to really practice and see how consistent I can be at hitting the greens all over. Go in. Oh. Pretty good. So I hope this little drill helped out while you're working out your golf game, probably indoors more often than not. Good luck out there. Love you guys. See you next video.